Look how gross this is. See all those particles? When there's like the sun coming out like that, and you go like this with your clothes, all that stuff comes off. You just don't see it all the time because the light doesn't shine to show you. To your photos. Never have your photos near water. Now you're probably asking, how the hell did this happen? Well, if shit was on this table, people weren't watching what they were doing on this table, and when the pictures got too close to this plant right here, and then when my mom decided, I'm going to water the plant, she wasn't careful what she was doing and probably spilled some water on the pictures, and it ruined them, and it did this kind of discoloring right here that I wiped off as much as I could on the back and forward. I'm going to show you some of them, but I can't show you all of them because they're family photos. Good thing is, you always have backups of your pictures. Always have pictures on the computer, just in case something like this happens to your pictures. That way you have backups of all your pictures. Like this one of me on the rides at Maple Leaf, or there's this one of me the rides at Maple Leaf, or there's this one where you can't even see my cousin, but you can see my nephew. This one when we tried to ride the airplane back in the day. This one when we tried to ride the airplanes. There's like writing on it and stuff now because pictures got stuck together. And some other ones that I cannot show you, but they're in bad shape. Like, let me see if I can do like this. Something like that happened. Something like this happened. And this one is an old picture. I'm going to cover their faces, but you get the idea. They're an old picture of my brothers when they were little. That got ruined. That got ruined there. That got ruined there of me, and this is Christmas time. It got ruined. Then on my brother's thing, some writing. And these are old pictures that you can't get back, and just all this. And then I'm trying to figure out if there's any more. Oh yeah, and a little bit of this got ruined. So, and that, and a little bit of that. So it got ruined, and it sucks. And there's nothing we can do. On this one, it got messed up there. My nephew doesn't have a face. You know, things like that. That one's like really soaked. And so when you have pictures, make sure you have copies of those pictures. Now that they have digital copies now for pictures, you can put them on your computer, or you have them on your computer. Never delete them after you print them out. Always have a backup. Put them on your Facebook. If you don't want certain people to see them, then make it a folder that only you can see. Make a data disk of all the pictures. That way you have backup. So if something like that happens to your pictures, you have backup, and none of your pictures will get ruined. If your pictures get ruined like that with water, or if you have a fire in your house or something, you have backup. That's why I have over 2,000 photos on my personal Facebook, because, and most of the folders people can't see, and I have tagged certain people in certain folders to see certain ones. That way if something happens to this house catches on fire, I will have backups of all my stuff, posters, everything. So always take like really good photos, get a really good camera. Like I've got this CyberShot Sony, that's the new version, the 5X, and it's working. It's the 16.1 megapixel. If any of that rings a bell to you guys, you can. It's the newest one, and it's really good. I got it at Target for really cheap. Around Christmas time, you can get cameras really cheap at Target. especially after Black Friday, and you guys can just get a good camera and all your photos that way back when you were little, before digital cameras came around, and you have pictures of your family and stuff. Take pictures of that. Take pictures of your posters. Take pictures of just basically everything. Your stuffed animals, your dolls, when you buy stuff, towels, not your foods and stuff like that, and your toiletry stuff, but stuff that's memorable, that if in case something happens to it way back when, at least you have a photo of it to show people, hey, I used to have this, there's a story to it, this is what happened to the item. Your Barbies, your everything. Because my cousin has a story where her evil stepmom, who's not even her stepmom, well, we call him evil bitch, she had a stepsister who she wanted to keep, my cousin wanted to keep her dolls so that someday when she had a daughter of her own, she could give them to her daughter, just like my mom and my aunt did to me and my cousins. I got my mom's Barbies, some of her dolls when I was little. Anyways, she was wanting to do the same thing for her daughter. Well, her evil stepmom didn't like that idea and said, you're too old to have dolls. You need to give them to your stepsister. It's kind of like a Cinderella thing. It's like, really, bitch? Ever heard of her wanting to save them for kids someday that she wants? You know, because she had some really good dolls. She had all the Spice Girls and Barbies and some other ones that were really cute. And I told her, I said, at least you have pictures when you were younger of you playing with those dolls that you can show your daughter what kind of dolls you used to play with. And she's like, yeah, that's true. And then I found some Barbies in a suitcase at my grandma's that was hers. And she's like, oh yeah, I could play with those. Oh, I could let her play with those. But she never got them down, so maybe next time they come down. This is photo paper that hadn't been used, I was going to use, but it's ruined now. OMG. If you've never had this before, you've got to get some. That Girl Scout cookie is my favorite cookie in the whole world. And now they made an ice cream of it, and I'm in heaven. I'm going crazy eating this. Like, I can't control myself. I mean, it's so good, and that's what it looks like. Oh my god. Artwork.
Are you ready for this?
November 6th. Is it the 6th? Oh no, 2014. There's 7. 7. So Dalen, what are you drawing? So what are you drawing?
Monsters.